How did Asajj Ventress die and then come back to life? Well, I think I have a pretty plausible theory and answer coming from the book Dark Disciple itself, which is canon. Now, if you haven't seen my video on how Asajj Ventress died and full backstory, make sure you check that one out before this, or even after, to get the full story. Long story short, Asajj Ventress fell in love with Quinlan Vos, and when Count Dooku went to kill Quinlan with Force Lightning, she jumped in the middle of it and died. Quinlan Vos and Obi-Wan Kenobi took Asajj Ventress's lifeless body to Dathomir and dipped her into the fountain. When he did, he said this, and this is a direct quote from the book. "You told me you were born here, in this pool. I hope it's all right for me to return you to its waters." As the water started to change colors upon her submersion, the book goes on to state, tendrils of mist begin to rise, green and glowing. Green, like the Dathomiri magics Ventress had spoken of. Green, like the water of life. So that right there saying the water of life is the explanation that we probably need. The book itself left kind of an ambiguous, open-ended possibility for Asajj Ventress to return in canon, kind of not closing the door completely on her story. And so when in the Bad Batch she turns and says to Hunter and Crosshair that she has a couple more lives left, I think this is exactly what she means. That the water of life on Dathomir, with Dathomiri magic, brought her back. I believe this could be explained in a Tales of the Jedi story, Season 2, or if they're going to go ahead and animate Asajj Ventress's entire story after the Clone Wars, or perhaps during and then after, showing her resurrection, her death and resurrection, and her entire story with Quinlan Vos, kind of like bringing Dark Disciple to life, which I think would be a really great move for Disney and Lucasfilm. That book was absolutely phenomenal. Not only did it have tons of action, but it had a really compelling story of a Jedi falling in love with, well, a Darksider, putting aside their differences and eventually becoming a couple in love. It's very much like Cal Kestis and Merrin somewhat, although I think the Dark Disciple story with Asajj and Quinlan is much more impactful, as they were on complete opposite sides. Which will be interesting for the Jedi games, because now Merrin and Cal will probably have some division, considering that the Night Sisters have returned, and Cal isn't the most fond of them. Most likely because they just want to kill everyone, especially Jedi. So this is how Asajj Ventress probably returns in canon. In the book, it explains that she was put into the water of life and it was changing colors, all the green mist and magic was happening around her, and so she probably was resurrected in some sort of light. I guess we'll have to wait and see for the animated shows. I personally am very cool with this. I think Asajj is an awesome character and I'm happy to see her back in Star Wars. Have an awesome rest of your day. Make sure you go and check out TheorySabers.com and TheorySabers on Instagram, as we're going to be launching in full very, very shortly. You don't want to miss out on this massive sale. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you always.